can't stop the love we made.
Guys, it's Shiskabobber1 here, coming right back at you with another Boom Beach video. Another quick one, that's why you don't see me again. No, I just wanted to get this out, wanted to talk a little bit more about this meta, how it's going. It is everything I thought it would be, and so much more, guys. No, it's proving to be a really great challenge, and I love that. I feel like it's very well balanced, and Supercell did a great job bringing something interesting in with the Shock Bomb energy cost reduction, but also balancing it with, like, the headquarters health, okay? Great, fantastic job. And the Grenadier damage is icing on the cake. What I want to show you guys is, well, first, let's just take a quick look at my attack log. You see, there's actually these things where I'm not destroying bases. Now, I've transitioned. I was doing one full disco boost a day for my op hit. Now I'm going to 2 or 3 masterpiece boosts a day and just doing masterpiece boosted style op hits, which is okay as well. Point being is it's a more challenging meta, and I'm just trying to conserve my, my crystal usage. Anyway, the hit I want to show you is against this guy, TDF Brazil. Just got done taking him down. I guess it was my 1, 2, 3, 4. I think one of these was a Bart job. Maybe not. Yeah, that was the Bart job. Whatever. So it was 3. None of these were wipes. Like I just retreated, right? Ooh, this one was kind of bad. That was a wipe. Well, more or less. Half the Grens were gone. That was a Bart job. Just testing stuff out. A close one, but let it go, and then finally the full-on win. We'll take a look at this one. I liked it. As you can see, we were masterpiece boosted here. We lost 1 Grenadier and 1 Medic. Jump in real quick and take a look at this base. What we see here, of course, is 7 Ice boosted. We see a Laser Beam 3 and a Shock Blaster 3 and a Shield Gen 3. Alright, let's get right into it. We're going to start with a drop with Bullet in the center and everybody else on the left, starting with the tanks. The tank works out beautifully to tank for the sniper tower. That's the reason that he was there. You can't really do this drop on the right side. The pathing doesn't work out. The drop absolutely has to be done on the left side to make this work. Okay, we got 1 shot of the laser beam off, then we immediately shock it. Okay, because the laser beam, as you can see, rips through my troops. So that's 1 laser beam hit, and basically anything else will kill it. Tanks are doing okay on the left-hand side here, again blocking for our Grens. They took out that cannon before the cannon took them out. Cycling shocks on the laser beam. Okay, keeping an eye on Bullet's health, where everything is, cycling that shock one more time on the laser beam, but this time we want to go ahead and turn the corner. So we're going to flare. We gave Bullet a drink. As soon as he's unshocked, he'll take that drink to accelerate around the corner, takes that 1 shot of the boom cannon. Now we cycle shocks, but on the opposite side of the laser beam. Now that we're in range of the shock blaster, we're of course going to keep the shock blaster under shocks. Things really worked out beautifully here with just the positioning of where everybody was. We've got Grens working on the cannon back here, slowly but surely. We've got the mortar hitting Bullet, cycling shocks again on the shock blaster. Looks like this mortar down here just popped a medic, but a tank soon steps into range, I think, and things are going good. We let this 1 boom cannon that just died, he did kill a medic, but that's okay. We were worried about shock cost, and the Shock Blaster 3 hasn't been really targeted yet by my troops because the Grens aren't targeting the HQ. They were just free clearing. I knew that, and I let them free clear. They needed to free clear now. Now they're targeting the HQ, which means we're going to get all their overthrow. So this is the point that things are looking really good for me. Cycling the shock one more time. Bullet's basically he's just a shock launcher sponge right now, just eating the shocks and the rockets. Okay, Shock Blaster's down. Now, all it is a matter of getting to that shield gen. Again, guys, with these beefy HQ healths, you do not want to try to wear down a shield, especially on a 7 ice boosted base. It's not going to work, okay? I mean, maybe, but I would not recommend it. Because he just has 1 shield gen, not 2, right? We had to take out two of the prototype weapons. Anyway, so we flare up here to give the Grens a good angle. You see how things are kind of lined up so that overthrow damage is hitting the stuff behind it as well. That's strategery, guys. Very strategic use of Grenadiers. That's why I picked that location to flare. Now, I'm perfectly happy with these Grens that are fanning off to the HQ, because guess what's happening, guys? Their overthrow is taking care of that pesky shock launcher, while the rest of our troops work their way towards the shield gem. We gave Bullet a drink on the way there because he was going low on health, and we wanted to speed things up, and we wanted to make sure he didn't die because things were looking really, really fantastic. So, Shield Gen is going down, Shock Blaster is going down. I think you know where TDF Brazil is going, guys. He's going straight down to Pound Town. That's exactly where he's going. Now, we flare everybody close to the HQ. I want to remind you guys, when you flare them close to the HQ, it is possible for critters to survive. The Grens are a lot less likely to throw in front of them when they're flared close to the HQ. That being said, some of these stupid Grens in the back do have a tendency to kill them, but look, critters live. Just keep that in mind. When you're going for a burn and you're flaring in Grenadiers close to the HQ, put critters directly at the spot where the flare is, basically, and a lot of them will live, okay? Boom, just like that, TDF Brazil goes down to Pound Town with TGM 152, aka Bullets Best, guys. I think somebody just popped up on my map, so we will give you a quick live performance. I already scouted him. He doesn't really have a lot of stats. We are still Masterpiece boosted. He is a 30-31. So it's 30% on the health and 31% on the damage. If we can verify that with the statues. That is correct. 30-31. Okay, so as always, guys, we're going to take out the shock launchers, and we'll just keep the shock blasters under shock. In fact, we'll have enough Bart juice just to take down all this junk in front. Then we'll just have to worry about shocking this shock blaster in the back. Alright, let's get into it, guys. Without delay, without further ado. Here we go. So let's go one barrage on each of these lovely shockers right in the front. Now, I realize there's a lot of potential for value shocks here, but don't really care. Okay, let's just start doing some artilleries. 1, 2, 3, one on each. Another one on the shock blaster, and another one on the shock blaster. Starting off the fight with 59 GBE, we will do a corner drop. We'll start in the right corner, getting bullet out towards the left, and everybody else in the right. Starting with the tanks, of course, because the tanks are there to protect our Grens. Okay, we can put some distraction critters up near this sniper tower. Hopefully it's not necessarily in the line of the Grens. Honestly, none of this really matters. Let's put the critters on the shock, guys. You know how we like critters on the shock. Sniper tower might need some shocking over here. Nope, tank's coming into position now. Alright, where's Bullet? Oh, I think he got hit by the shock mine or something. Anyway, things are looking good. Might need to shock the left flank. We'll shock the right flank, and we'll shock the left flank. Trying to be conservative on gold, guys. This tribal is tough, but I'm really loving it. Like I was predicting earlier, it's one for the record books. Okay, we need to get all of our troops together. Let's just turn this corner, flare up a little bit over here, a little smoke action. Got a shock in hand to shock the boom cannon as we turn this corner, because the Grens are fast approaching the boom cannon, and we don't want them to do that without Bullet in front of them, guys. Okay, preparing to recycle the shock, and cycling now. Keeping an eye on that boom cannon that's to the top of the HQ. Some of my Grens are really flirting with its range. Okay, now Bullet stepped into the show, so I'm happy, I'm fine. Don't worry, not worrying about that anymore. I do need to cycle the shocks, however. Keeping an eye on this cannon where 2 Grenadiers are slowly making their way over there. They'll be fine, they're out of range of the cannon. Okay, the overthrow of the Grens is absolutely annihilating everything behind the HQ, just as expected. This one we can actually burn down directly, just because the boost is so low on it. And the only issue here is this pesky rocket. So let's get rid of it. 1 barrage and probably 1 artillery. Yeah, most definitely 1 artillery, I think, but let's wait for it. Yeah, 1 artillery, here we go. Alright, now, make sure I'm not going to get in range of anything else. It's flaring close. Basically, they're more or less the position Bullet's standing. Let's put a couple boxes of critters down. Well, maybe just 1 to start. Yeah, those mortars are gonna do some work to our critters. Yeah, one box of critters is just fine, guys. Okay, but you do see, like I was telling you, that some of them do live, so it's worth doing when you got the GBE for it, okay? When you're going into a burn phase. Okay, we got the shield off, minute 25 remaining, no doubt about it, guys. This one is definitely going down to Pound Town. Take a drink, pop an artillery, and pop a heal. Boom, just like that, Chinese letter player with repeated characters goes down to Pound Town with the TGM 152, aka Bullets Best. So, guys, with that, I'm going to sign off. Hope you have a super fantastic, awesome day. And remember, guys, like always, be kind to others, because if you're not, you're just being mean, and mean people suck. Have a great day.